Back in our catalog settings dialog box, we can see that it does have two additional tabs, file handling and metadata. We will explore these in more detail later on when we've worked with catalog previews and image files. For now, I'll close this down and we're going to go to Lightroom and then open up the Preferences panel. Here, we have another set of basic configuration settings which are important when starting out. Under the General tab, the first setting we can adjust is the default language. In my case, it's English, but you can go ahead and select whichever you prefer. Next, you can specify if you want the Lightroom splash screen displayed during startup. This screenshot shows you what the splash screen refers to. You can also set whether you would like the application to perform automatic updates. It's a good idea to enable automatic updates so you don't have to worry about doing it manually. Next, you can set your default catalog. By default, your most recent catalog will be opened. You can also set Lightroom to prompt you whenever Lightroom opens. This way, Lightroom will ask you which catalog you want to open. You can use this setting if you frequently switch between catalogs. Import options allow us to configure other important features. The first we see here is Show Import Dialog when a memory card is detected. To illustrate what this means, I'll go ahead and insert an SD memory card into my computer. As soon as I do, you'll notice I now have the Import Dialog panel open on my screen. The reason this opened automatically is because of the preferences and having a check mark in this checkbox. Lightroom assumes you want to import photos to your computer from this SD card. This window contains some very important information. On the left corner, it indicates the device that the photos are being imported from. In my case, it's the Nikon D5100 SD card. I could go ahead and select other files and folders on my hard drive. The middle section over here indicates the file format that our images will be imported as. Since Lightroom detected that the image in our present folder is a RAW file, it asks us if we want to convert it to a DNG file format or leave it in its current format, which is an NEF RAW file. If I wanted to leave it in its current format, I would click Copy. If I wanted it converted, I'd click Copy as DNG. For now, just know that whichever image format your camera has stored the photos as will be converted to DNG if they are RAW files. We'll work with JPEG images later on. DNG files are universally accepted among all applications. RAW files, on the other hand, are proprietary and are not compatible with certain applications. Again, if you're confused about this, don't worry about it because we'll be working with it quite a bit in future lectures. The third item of importance is where the images will be copied to. So we have our source, we have our format. Now Lightroom is asking where we want these images copied to. By default, Lightroom chooses the Pictures folder as your destination. And this is the same whether you're using a Mac or a Windows computer. You can go ahead and select other destinations as well. In this case, we would want to choose another destination. We'd want to choose our Lightroom Photos folder. So I went ahead and changed the destination folder. So now you can see it's been updated.